Stop everything and allow yourself to feel the faint magnetic hum coursing through the air. It's not your imagination. Something extraordinary has led you here. An invisible hand guiding you toward what might be the most pivotal moment in your life. You are about to discover a truth so powerful it can shatter the illusions of limitation, awakening you to an existence where your imagination becomes the architect of reality. In the next few minutes, you will witness how the law of assumption can catapult you out of the mundane mind and into the limitless. Before we go deeper, do one pivotal thing. Like this message so its resonant wave can reach countless more souls. Subscribe if you feel an inner spark aligning you with this energy, and drop a 7-7 in the comments to declare to the universe that you're ready for profound shifts. You can also replay this moment. Each repetition strengthens the signal of your intentions, cementing them into the matrix you've just learned to hack. Now take a breath. Let the noise in your mind dissolve and open yourself to an energy that demands your full attention. The illusions you've been taught are about to crumble, and your authentic power will finally rise to the surface. Awakening to your creative power is like turning on a light in a dark room, revealing all the untapped potential that has always been there, waiting for you to notice. The truth is, you've always had the ability to create your own reality. It's in the thoughts you think, the assumptions you hold, and the beliefs you cultivate. The moment you recognize this, you step into a whole new way of being. You're no longer a victim of your circumstances, but an active participant in designing the life you want to live. Think about it. Everything around you, from the job you have to the relationships you nurture, is a result of the thoughts and assumptions you've held over time. The moment you realize that your mind is a powerful tool, you shift from being a mere spectator to the creator of your own life story. The universe responds to your inner vibrations, matching your assumptions with real-world manifestations. It can be easy to forget how powerful you truly are, especially when faced with doubt or challenges. But by awakening to your creative power, you realize that all the strength you need is already inside you. Now is the time to step up. Embrace this truth and consciously begin to shape the world around you with the power of your assumptions. Imagine a universe that is constantly listening to you, mirroring back everything you believe and expect. This is the essence of the law of assumption, a cosmic feedback loop that connects your internal state with your external reality. It's as though the universe is a giant mirror, reflecting back to you the thoughts and assumptions you project into it. When you assume something to be true, whether it's about your worth, your potential, or your circumstances, the universe responds by bringing those assumptions into form. The beauty of this cosmic feedback loop is that you're in control of it. By changing your assumptions, you change what the universe mirrors back to you. Every thought, belief, and assumption you hold creates ripples in the fabric of your reality, and those ripples soon manifest as your experiences. This is where your power lies. Once you recognize this loop, you can begin to direct it intentionally, crafting a life that aligns with your deepest desires. But how often do we allow negative assumptions to dictate our experiences? This is where the real challenge lies, realizing that we are constantly communicating with the universe, even through our doubts and fears. The good news is that you have the power to shift your assumptions at any time, redirecting the feedback loop toward the reality you truly want. Limitation is an illusion, a veil that clouds our perception of what is truly possible. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that certain goals are out of reach or that we are confined by our past. But in truth, limitations only exist as long as we believe in them. The moment you start questioning the reality of these limitations, you begin to crack the surface and uncover a vast landscape of possibilities. You are not bound by your past, your circumstances, or any external factors unless you allow yourself to be. Consider this. What if everything you've ever been told about what you can or cannot achieve is just a story? One that you have the power to rewrite? The illusion of limitation holds us back by creating self-imposed boundaries. Yet when we step beyond these limitations, we discover that the universe is far more expansive and malleable than we ever imagined. To break free from these illusions requires courage and a willingness to challenge old beliefs. But once you do, you'll find that the world you thought was rigid and unchangeable becomes a playground for your imagination, where new possibilities await at every turn. Reality isn't fixed. It's fluid, constantly shifting in response to the assumptions we hold. The power of assumption is the key to unlocking this fluidity, allowing you to mold your life into something entirely new. Every assumption you make about yourself, about others, and about your future acts as a blueprint for the life you will live. When you consciously shift your assumptions, you shift the very fabric of your reality. For instance, if you assume that abundance is your natural state, you will begin to attract circumstances that align with that belief. If you assume that love and connection are easy to cultivate, you will notice more opportunities for meaningful relationships appearing in your life. The key here is awareness. By becoming conscious of the assumptions you are making, you gain the ability to intentionally shift them toward the reality you want to experience. It's important to understand that this shift takes time and persistence. Changing deeply ingrained assumptions is not an overnight process, but the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Every time you challenge a limiting assumption and replace it with a more empowering one, you create a ripple effect that eventually leads to profound transformation. As you embark on the journey of transformation, you will undoubtedly encounter resistance. Doubt will arise, and old patterns will fight to maintain control. This is a natural part of the process. Change is often met with resistance from the subconscious mind, which clings to familiar patterns for safety. But don't let doubt and resistance deter you. These are simply indicators that you are on the verge of something incredible. Resistance often manifests as fear or self-sabotage, especially when you are pushing against old limitations. The key is not to fight these feelings, but to acknowledge them and move through them. Every time you persist despite the doubts and fears, you strengthen your resolve and align more closely with your desired reality. Remember, doubt is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. It's a sign that you are stretching beyond your current comfort zone. Trust in the process and know that the more you embrace the discomfort of growth, the quicker you'll see the changes you desire. Change is not always smooth sailing. In fact, before you can fully step into your new reality, you may need to go through a phase of detoxification. This is a period where old beliefs, patterns, and energies that no longer serve you begin to surface and release. It can feel uncomfortable, like shedding an old skin, but it is a necessary part of the process. Just as the body goes through a detox to rid itself of toxins, your mind and soul must cleanse themselves of outdated programs. This detox phase may bring up feelings of confusion, frustration, or even fear, but it's important to remember that this is temporary. Like a storm that clears the air, this phase is clearing out the old to make space for the new. Trust that as you release these limiting beliefs and patterns, you are making room for greater abundance, peace, and alignment with your highest self. Embrace this phase with patience and grace. The discomfort is a sign of growth. Soon enough, you'll find yourself stepping into a new chapter, more aligned with your true potential than ever before. Every moment you are engaged in the creative process, whether you realize it or not. Your assumptions are shaping your world, one thought at a time. This process is not separate from you. It is you. The thoughts you think, the assumptions you hold, and the beliefs you cultivate are the building blocks of your reality. You are constantly creating, whether consciously or unconsciously. To fully step into your power as a creator, you must become intentional about the assumptions you hold instead of passively accepting the thoughts that arise in your mind. Take charge of them. Cultivate beliefs that empower you and align with the life you want to create. Imagine yourself as an artist, and your mind is the canvas. Each assumption you hold is a stroke of the brush, shaping the masterpiece of your life. This is the true art of creation, not in waiting for the perfect circumstances, but in consciously choosing the thoughts that shape your reality. The more you practice this, the more you'll see how the universe begins to respond, aligning with your creative vision. Have you ever felt like you're living on the edge of two worlds? The truth is, we are. There are infinite versions of ourselves living out different timelines based on the choices we make, the beliefs we hold, and the assumptions we choose to live by. Timeline shifting is the process of navigating these parallel realities, selecting the version of yourself that aligns with your desires and dreams. The concept of multiple timelines isn't just an abstract theory, it's a powerful tool that can change your life. By shifting your assumptions and beliefs, you can step into a version of reality where your dreams have already come true. It's not about waiting for the perfect time or hoping for a lucky break. It's about consciously choosing which timeline you want to inhabit and aligning your internal world with that choice. The power of timeline shifting lies in the realization that you can't fail when you align yourself with your highest truth. Every timeline holds the potential for greatness, but you must be the one to choose it. Trust in your ability to navigate these parallel realities and watch how quickly your desired life begins to unfold. Focus is the laser, a beam that cuts through the distractions of the world, guiding you toward your desired reality. Without focus, we scatter our energy, bouncing from one thought to the next, one dream to another. But when you direct your focus with intention and clarity, you become a magnet for the life you wish to create. Focus is the key to bringing your assumptions to life. In the noisy world we live in, it's easy to get lost in external influences. But true power comes from honing in on your internal desires, ignoring the distractions, and maintaining unwavering attention on the reality you wish to experience. The universe responds to focus because it is a signal of your commitment. When you focus on what you want, the universe aligns itself to help you achieve it. It's not enough to want something, your focus must be unwavering. Like a laser cutting through darkness, your focus brings the unseen into the visible, shaping your reality with clarity and purpose. Stay committed to your vision and let your focus become the foundation on which your dreams are built. Transformation is not only a matter of thought, but of embodiment. To manifest the life you desire, you must begin to embody your desired outcome in your thoughts, actions, and feelings. The more you embody your desired reality, the faster it will materialize. It's about becoming the person who has already achieved your dreams, walking in alignment with your highest vision. This practice requires you to step into the mindset of the person who already has what you want. How do they think? How do they feel? What actions do they take? Embodying your desired outcome isn't about pretending. It's about aligning your energy with the frequency of the life you want to create. When you embody your desired reality, you no longer have to chase after it. It begins to chase after you. Start by visualizing yourself as the person who already has what you desire. Feel the emotions of gratitude, joy, and fulfillment as if your dreams are already here. The more you practice this mental exercise, the quicker your external world will shift to match your internal transformation. One of the most powerful ways to align with your desired reality is by manifesting small wins. These little victories are not just signs that your assumptions are coming true. They are also building blocks of confidence. Every small win, no matter how seemingly insignificant, serves as a reminder that your creative power is real and effective. Manifesting small wins is essential for momentum. It's easy to become discouraged when big changes don't happen immediately, but small wins prove that your assumptions are working. These moments reinforce your belief in yourself and in the power of your thoughts. Over time, these small wins accumulate, creating a tidal wave of success that carries you toward your grandest goals. Celebrate each small win with gratitude and joy. By doing so, you are reinforcing the belief that you are a powerful creator, and you begin to expect even greater manifestations to follow. Confidence grows with every step forward, no matter how small the step may seem. To fully step into your creative power, you must rewrite your identity. Many of us are stuck in the roles we've played for years, maybe even decades, and have accepted them as our truth. But the person you've been is not the person you must remain. By shifting your identity, you unlock your true potential and step into the role of creator. Your identity is simply the collection of beliefs you hold about who you are. It's not fixed, it's fluid, and it's waiting for you to reshape it. To begin, imagine yourself as the person you wish to become. What qualities do they have? What assumptions do they make about themselves and their life? Step into this version of you, and the world will begin to reflect it back. You are the writer of your own story. You have the power to create a new identity at any moment. By assuming the identity of the creator, you begin to see yourself as someone capable of manifesting the life you desire. This shift is the first step in aligning with your highest purpose. Within each of us lies a resistance to change. This resistance is often rooted in fear, the fear of failure, of judgment, or of the unknown. But to manifest the life you desire, you must break free from these old patterns and move beyond the comfort zone of the familiar. The first step is recognizing that this resistance is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's simply an indication that you're growing. Resistance is part of the process, and it's something every creator faces as they step into their power. The key is not to push against it with force, but to acknowledge it and gently guide yourself beyond it. As you confront and break free from old patterns, you will find yourself becoming more aligned with the creator you were always meant to be. The resistance within you will no longer hold you back. It will fuel your growth and drive you toward the life you've always dreamed of. The final step in mastering the law of assumption is dissolving limiting beliefs and subconscious programs that have held you back. These beliefs are like invisible chains that keep you bound to a reality that doesn't serve you. To break free, you must uncover and release these old programs, replacing them with new, empowering beliefs that align with the life you wish to create. Start by examining your beliefs. Are they serving you or are they limiting you? Often these subconscious beliefs were formed in childhood or through past experiences, and they operate below the level of conscious awareness. The key to dissolving them is through awareness, self-compassion, and consistent mental reprogramming. As you shift these limiting beliefs, you'll find that the world around you begins to change as well. Dissolving old patterns isn't always easy, but it is profoundly liberating. When you let go of the beliefs that have held you back, you create space for new, more empowering thoughts and experiences. The world is malleable. Your subconscious mind is the key to unlocking its infinite potential. Absolutely. Here are 10 more compelling headings, each containing 4 engaging paragraphs that will captivate your audience and encourage deep reflection and transformation. The moment you realize that you are limitless is the moment you unlock your true power. So often we hold ourselves back by attaching ourselves to the limitations that others, or even our past selves, have placed on us. But what if I told you that the potential within you is infinite? What if your abilities were not defined by your past failures or struggles, but by the boundless energy of creation that exists within you? It's important to grasp that there are no ceilings on what you can achieve. The only thing limiting you is the story you tell yourself. Imagine for a moment that the universe was not only open to your possibilities, but that it is eagerly waiting for you to claim your potential. When you embrace this reality, you begin to act from a place of limitless possibility. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with every choice to trust in your infinite potential, you begin to tap into greater levels of creativity, resilience, and strength. Your internal assumptions mold your external reality, so the more you assume your own greatness, the more the world will respond in kind. Remember, you are not bound by the past, and there is no finish line to success. You are a continual creation, a beautiful unfolding of infinite potential. Step into that truth today and watch as the universe conspires to reveal the greatness that's been inside you all along. Have you ever wondered how thoughts can turn into tangible experiences? The process is more magical than you might think. It's alchemy. When you understand the transformative power of your thoughts, you realize that you hold the key to turning any desire into a living, breathing reality. Your mind is a cauldron of potential, bubbling with ideas, desires, and dreams. But it's the thoughts you continually feed that define what gets created. Just like an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you can turn thoughts of lack into abundance, thoughts of failure into success, and thoughts of fear into courage. This process is a deep and sacred one. It begins with clarity of intention and the faith that what you desire is already on its way. The alchemy of thought requires patience and practice. It's not enough to just wish for something and wait for it to appear. You must focus your thoughts, cultivate your beliefs, and step into alignment with your desires. As you continually refine your inner state, your external world will begin to reflect the transformation you're creating within. Every thought is a seed. What are you planting today? By mastering the alchemy of thought, you can begin to grow the life you've always dreamed of, one that aligns with your deepest desires. Patience is not just about waiting for the right moment. It's about trusting that everything in your life is unfolding exactly as it should. Divine timing is the guiding force that ensures you are always in the right place at the right time, even when it feels like things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. Trusting in this divine flow can bring immense peace and clarity into your life. It's easy to fall into the trap of impatience when things seem stagnant, but every moment is part of a greater plan. Life doesn't unfold on a linear path, and sometimes the detours are exactly what we need to grow. When you trust divine timing, you surrender to the flow of life, knowing that everything is happening in perfect order, even when you can't see the full picture. This trust comes from recognizing that your desires are already on their way. The seeds you've planted with your assumptions are already growing beneath the surface. They may not have sprouted yet, but that doesn't mean they're not on the way. Patience isn't passive waiting. It's an active belief that everything is coming to you in its perfect time. Embrace this trust. Let go of the need to control every aspect of your life and instead flow with the current of divine timing. The more you trust the process, the more easily you'll see your desires materialize in ways that are even more beautiful and perfect than you imagine. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that can hold us back from stepping into our true potential. It's an emotion that, when left unchecked, can control our thoughts, our actions, and our very lives. But what if you could break free from fear's grasp? What if you could step into a life of courage, strength, and confidence, free from the limitations fear imposes? The first step in breaking free from fear is understanding that fear is not a reflection of reality. It's a reflection of what could happen, not what will happen. Fear is the mind's way of projecting a worst-case scenario, but more often than not, the reality is far less frightening than we imagine. Fear exists to keep us safe, but it often keeps us stuck in old patterns that prevent us from growing. By shifting your assumptions about fear, you can transform it from an obstacle into a tool for growth. Instead of seeing fear as something to avoid, begin to view it as a signal that you are stepping into something new, something that will challenge you but ultimately help you evolve. Breaking free from fear requires rewiring your mind to embrace uncertainty with confidence. Trust that the unknown holds infinite opportunities for growth and expansion. As you face your fears, you will see that they are not obstacles. They are stepping stones toward a life of profound transformation. Gratitude is more than Gratitude is not just a feeling. It's a powerful force that can shift your energy, your mindset, and your entire reality. When you cultivate a practice of gratitude, you activate the flow of abundance. Abundance in every area of your life. The universe is a mirror, reflecting back to you the energy you put out. When you focus on gratitude, you begin to attract more things to be grateful for. Many of us focus on what we lack, but when we shift our attention to the blessings we already have, we invite even more blessings into our lives. Gratitude acts like a magnet, drawing positive experiences and opportunities toward us. It's the simple act of acknowledging what's already good, good that creates space for even more good to enter your life. As you practice gratitude, you begin to realize that abundance is not something that has to be earned or fought for. It is already here in every moment. By acknowledging the gifts that are already present in your life, you align yourself with the infinite flow of abundance that is always available to you. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll notice how it transforms your inner world. And as a result, your outer world will shift as well. Failure is often seen as a negative experience, something to be avoided at all costs. But what if failure was not something to fear, but a necessary part of the growth process? Every failure is a stepping stone on the path to success, a lesson learned, a new understanding gained. The fear of failure only holds power when we let it. When you release the fear of failure, you free yourself to take bold actions, to try new things, and to embrace challenges without hesitation. Failure is not an end. It's simply part of the journey toward success. Each failure brings you closer to your desired reality because it shows you what doesn't work, giving you valuable insights on how to move forward. The key is to stop seeing failure as a reflection of your worth. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by your ability to rise above them and keep going. The most successful people in the world have failed countless times, but it's their persistence and belief in their vision that ultimately led them to success. When you embrace failure as part of the process, you shift your perspective from one of fear to one of empowerment. Failures become stepping stones, not obstacles, on your journey toward greatness. In a world that often celebrates control, surrendering may seem like an act of weakness. However, in truth, Surrender is one of the most powerful practices you can engage in. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control every outcome and trusting that the universe has your back. It's an invitation for ease and flow in your life. The more you try to control things, the more you create resistance. Control comes from a place of fear and insecurity, while surrender comes from a place of trust and knowing that everything is working in your favor. When you surrender, you release the pressure of having to make things happen and allow space for the universe to bring your desires to you in unexpected ways. Surrender is also an act of self-love. By letting go of the need to micromanage every detail, you trust yourself and the process of life. You accept that everything happens in its own perfect timing, and by releasing control, you open yourself to receiving greater abundance and joy. Trust that the universe will guide you, and in that trust, you'll find a newfound sense of peace. Let go and watch how your life unfolds in beautiful and unexpected ways. Setbacks are often seen as roadblocks, but in reality, they are opportunities in disguise. Every challenge you face is a chance to grow, learn, and come back stronger. When you shift your perspective on setbacks, you stop seeing them as failures and start seeing them as necessary steps in your journey. A setback is merely a temporary detour, not the end of the road. It's a sign that you are pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, which is where true growth happens. Instead of being discouraged by setbacks, use them as stepping stones toward your success. Every challenge carries with it a lesson that will ultimately propel you forward. When you embrace setbacks with resilience, you begin to understand that they are not obstacles, but invitations for deeper growth. The universe is not working against you. It's working with you, guiding you to the next level of your personal evolution. Reframe your mindset and see every setback as an opportunity to grow and evolve. You'll be amazed at how quickly you turn perceived obstacles into powerful catalysts for transformation. Words are incredibly powerful. The words you speak shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your reality. Self-affirmation is the practice of speaking positive truths into existence. When you affirm your own worth, strength, and potential, you begin to align your inner world with your outer desires. Affirmations are not just words. They are a tool for reprogramming your mind. When you affirm something, you are reinforcing your belief in it. The more you speak positively about yourself and your life, the more the universe will reflect that energy back to you. Self-affirmation helps you reclaim your power and assert the truth of who you are. The power of self-affirmation lies in its consistency. Speak your truth daily, even if you don't yet fully believe it. With time, your words will sink into your subconscious, transforming your beliefs and aligning you with your desired reality. Affirm your greatness every day and watch as your world transforms to match your inner truth. Passion is the fuel that propels us forward. When you tap into your passion, you ignite an inner fire that burns with purpose and determination. Passion is not just about doing what you love. It's about living with intensity, purpose, and excitement for life. This powerful energy can be the driving force behind every step of your transformation. When you act from a place of passion, the universe responds with opportunities and synchronicities that align with your purpose. Passion is magnetic. It draws things to you that align with your energy. But to harness this power, you must first connect with what truly excites and inspires you. Unleashing your inner fire requires letting go of fear and embracing what makes your heart come alive. Passion is a state of flow, where you feel energized and connected to the present moment. When you cultivate this energy, you become unstoppable. Fuel your transformation with passion, let your heart lead the way, and watch as your reality transforms in ways you never thought possible. Manifestation isn't just a passive act. It's a dynamic, powerful art form that requires focus, intention, and clarity. At its core, manifestation is the ability to bring your thoughts and desires into physical form, shaping your reality with the energy you project. Whether you realize it or not, you are constantly manifesting. Each thought, each belief, each assumption is creating your world. The key lies in harnessing this power intentionally instead of leaving it to chance. To master manifestation, you must first gain clarity on what you truly desire. Vague wishes and unexamined wants are like a scattershot approach, lacking focus and direction. But when you zero in on a clear, specific goal and align your thoughts with it, you activate a powerful force that begins to bring that vision to life. The universe will begin to work in your favor, rearranging circumstances, people, and opportunities to help you achieve it. Another important element of manifestation is the emotional energy you bring to the process. Feeling a deep emotional connection to your desires will amplify their manifestation. Emotion is the fuel that powers the engine of creation. When you emotionally connect with your goals, they begin to move faster and with greater ease. Manifestation is a practice, and like any art form, it requires patience and perseverance. Keep refining your technique, stay focused, stay emotionally connected, and trust in the process. With consistent practice, manifestation becomes a way of life, and you'll begin to witness the incredible power of your thoughts in real time. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, but in reality, it is the key to true power. To embrace your authenticity means stepping into the raw, unfiltered version of yourself. It's about releasing the mask you wear to meet others' expectations and allowing yourself to be seen as you truly are. In vulnerability, there is strength. The strength to be real, to be imperfect, and to step into the fullness of who you are. The power of vulnerability lies in the courage to be honest with yourself and others. It takes great strength to show up in the world without fear of judgment, to say, "This is me in all my glory and my flaws." Vulnerability opens the door for deep connections to form, because when you are authentic, you invite others to be authentic too. This creates genuine soul, deep connections that enrich your life. Being vulnerable also means being open to growth. The willingness to face your insecurities and expose them to the light of self-love is an act of profound courage. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open the door to healing, to shedding old fears, and to welcoming the true power that comes with embracing all parts of yourself. When you lean into vulnerability, you release the pressure of perfectionism. You no longer have to play a role or live up to an image of who you think you should be. Instead, you step into the most powerful version of yourself, real, raw, and completely in alignment with your true purpose. Creating from the heart is the highest form of manifestation. When you infuse your work, your relationships, and your life with passion and purpose, you enter a space of alignment where every action is driven by love and inspiration. The heart is the center of creation. It holds the blueprint of your soul's purpose. When you follow its guidance, you create a life that is deeply meaningful and fulfilling. Passion is the fire that fuels creation. It's the energy that ignites your desires and propels them into reality. But passion alone is not enough. Purpose gives that passion direction, focus, and a sense of meaning. When you know why you're doing something, the how becomes less important. Purpose creates a foundation that ensures your efforts are aligned with your highest potential. Creating from the heart requires you to tune into your inner desires and allow your intuition to guide you. It's about trusting yourself and the wisdom that lies within. When you stop forcing things and instead listen to what your heart is telling you, the process of creation becomes fluid, joyful, and effortless. When passion and purpose converge, your life begins to flow with ease. Your work feels like a calling, not a job. Your relationships are grounded in deep love, not obligation. Creating from the heart is not just about achieving success. It's about creating a life that feels good from the inside out. Letting go is not just a choice, it is an act of liberation. Holding on to the past, whether it's old wounds, regrets, or attachments, keeps you bound to a version of yourself that no longer serves you. But the moment you find the courage to release the past is the moment you reclaim your power. To let go means to make space for new experiences, new growth, and a new version of yourself. Releasing the past doesn't mean forgetting it or erasing the lessons learned. It simply means not allowing past events to dictate your present reality. When you let go of the stories, hurts, and attachments, you free yourself to live in the now. You stop reliving old patterns and create room for new, empowering stories to unfold. The courage to let go often comes with a sense of grief or discomfort, but this is part of the healing process. By allowing yourself to grieve what no longer serves you, you give yourself permission to fully step into your future. Trust that by releasing what you've outgrown, you make space for something far better to take its place. Letting go is a powerful act of self-love. It's a way of saying to the universe, I am ready for something new. I am ready to evolve. And as you release the past, you create the freedom to step into a future that is aligned with your highest self. Success is not one size fits all. Society often defines success in terms of money, fame, or status. But these external markers are not the ultimate indicators of fulfillment. True success is about alignment, aligning your actions with your inner values, desires, and purpose. It's about living authentically and making choices that support your highest potential, rather than conforming to a blueprint that society imposes. Redefining success requires a shift in mindset. Instead of measuring your worth by external accomplishments, begin to measure it by the level of peace, fulfillment, and joy in your life. Success is not about achieving everything on a checklist. It's about living in a way that feels deeply satisfying and true to who you are. The path to success is unique for each person. What success looks like for you may be completely different from what it looks like for someone else. But when you define success based on your own values, you begin to create a life that is rich with meaning and purpose. True success is not something you chase, it's something you create through intentional living. It's a life that is in harmony with your soul's purpose, a life where your actions, thoughts, and beliefs are all aligned with the deepest expression of who you are. From the moment we are born, we are given labels, titles, roles, and categories that shape how we see ourselves and how the world sees us. But labels are limiting. They confine us to a narrow understanding of who we are, preventing us from stepping into our full potential. To truly embrace your power, you must break free from these labels and step into the boundless version of yourself. Labels can come from others, society, family, or friends, but they are often internalized and become part of our self-identity. The challenge lies in recognizing that these labels do not define who you are. You are not just a student, employee, mother, or entrepreneur. You are a limitless being, capable of experiencing and creating anything you desire. To break free from limiting labels, you must begin to ask yourself, who am I beyond this label? Start by disconnecting your worth from your roles and achievements. Release the need for external validation and focus on internal truth. Your true identity is not tied to what you do. It's tied to who you are at the deepest level. As you release the grip of limiting labels, you open yourself to a world of infinite possibilities. You become free to reinvent yourself, to create a new identity based on your authentic desires and aspirations. You are not defined by any label. You are defined by your essence, your unique energy, and your limitless potential. Your intuition is a powerful guide, a source of wisdom that exists within you, always ready to lead you in the right direction. Tapping into your intuition is about quieting the noise of the external world and trusting the gentle whispers of your inner voice. Intuition is not just a mystical gift, it's a natural part of being human. And when you learn to trust it, you unlock a whole new level of clarity and direction. The key to tapping into your intuition is presence. You must be still enough to hear it. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to ignore your inner wisdom. But when you slow down and tune into your heart and gut feelings, you begin to receive profound guidance. Your intuition will never steer you wrong. It's your inner compass, always aligned with your highest good. Learning to trust your intuition requires faith. It asks you to follow its guidance even when logic and reason don't fully explain why. Trusting your intuition is an act of self-trust, acknowledging that you already have the answers within you. When you follow your intuition, you allow the universe to guide you toward opportunities, relationships, and experiences that are in alignment with your soul's journey. As you cultivate a stronger connection to your intuition, you'll notice that life flows more easily. Decisions become clearer, paths open up more naturally, and you feel more at peace with your choices. Trust your inner voice. It knows the way. Resistance is the silent force that blocks your desires from manifesting. It's that internal tug of war between wanting something and believing you can have it. Resistance shows up in the form of doubt, fear, and worry, creating an invisible wall between you and your dreams. But when you release resistance, You create space for your desires to flow into your life effortlessly. One of the most effective ways to release resistance is through surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control every outcome and trusting that everything is happening for your highest good. The more you surrender, the more you allow the universe to bring your desires to you in perfect timing. Resistance often comes from the fear of the unknown, but when you learn to embrace uncertainty, you shift from a place of control to a place of trust. The more you let go of attachment to outcomes, the more your desires can manifest freely and easily. When you trust the process, the universe responds in kind. Effortless manifestation occurs when you are in alignment with your desires and free from resistance. As you release the fear, doubt, and worry, you create an open channel through which your dreams can flow to you. Let go and watch how effortlessly your desires begin to manifest. Adversity is not a punishment. It's a test of your inner strength. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to rise above and discover the depth of your resilience. Life struggles are not meant to break you. They are meant to reveal the incredible strength that lies within you. When you face adversity, you are given the chance to evolve, to grow stronger, and to become more of who you truly are. Your inner strength is always with you. Even when you can't see it in moments of difficulty, it may seem hidden, but it is waiting for you to tap into it. The key to uncovering your strength is mindset. When you shift from seeing obstacles as insurmountable to seeing them as opportunities for growth, you activate your resilience and power. Every time you rise above a challenge, you add another layer to your inner strength. With each victory, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. The more you lean into your strength, the more you'll realize that no adversity is too great to overcome. Unveiling your inner strength is a process of self-discovery. As you face life's challenges, you'll uncover a deep well of courage, resilience, and power that has always been within you. You are stronger than you think, and with each challenge you overcome, you grow into the most powerful version of yourself. Gratitude is more than just a feeling of thankfulness. It is a transformative energy that can bring about miracles in your life. When you focus on gratitude, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance. Gratitude activates the flow of positive energy, attracting more of what you appreciate into your experience. The power of gratitude lies in its ability to shift your perspective. By focusing on what you are thankful for, you shift your attention away from what you lack and instead tune into what is already abundant in your life. This shift in focus changes your energy and sends a clear message to the universe that you are ready for more. Gratitude also opens the door to manifestation. When you appreciate what you have, you vibrate at a frequency of abundance, and the universe responds by bringing more opportunities, people, and experiences that match that energy. Gratitude is a magnet for miracles. Make gratitude a daily practice. The more you cultivate this energy, the more you'll see your life transform. Gratitude creates a ripple effect. What you appreciate grows. As you open yourself to gratitude, you open the door to infinite possibilities.